Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? We're back to learn formal logic, and hopefully, this time there is not such a high disparity between the opening music and my actual sound as it was on the first part. Let me know if it sounds kind of more reasonable than usual, than the last time. How's everybody doing? Unfortunately, I will have to continue to beg you to like, subscribe, share. That's the game of YouTube's. We're gonna have to do it all the time. Hey, Carrie, did you have a nice sleep? Sounded fine. No, it didn't. The opening music was very high. And then my microphone was terrible because I didn't add gain. So, now it sounded okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Hi, Bianca. Hello, Real Thing. Hello, Cry of Fear. How's vegan life treating you? Hello, Pig's Dream. Hello, Friendo. Hi, CDA. How you doing? So, okay. So we are gathered to continue our journey to educate ourselves, to make ourselves logic chads. And therefore, let's begin. How is this looking, okay? Can we see, can we perhaps see the chat better this time? If it gets stuck again, let me know. I'm going to try to fix it this time, actually. Journey. Imagine a vegan being logical. Listen, by the end of this shit, we might, all abandon veganism and become ex-vegans and go into a carnivore diet, eating 2 cows a year, supposedly. We might logic ourselves out of this veganism bullshit. Okay. Well, anyways, this is a recap of part 1, because I think a week is a long time and I needed a reminding of what we actually read. So, argument consists of a premise and a conclusion. Both premise and conclusion are sentences. Sentences in logic can be either true or false and cannot be questions, imperatives, or exclamations. An argument is wrong if the premise is false, or if the premises are true but the conclusion is false. An argument is deductively valid if and only if it's impossible for the premises to be true and the conclusion false. And an argument is inductively valid if it generalizes from many cases to a conclusion about all cases, and even a single counterexample is enough to make the conclusion of the argument false. Is that refreshing your memory, guys? Oh, Yumeko, hello. How did you find me? Is there like a repository somewhere of vegan YouTubers that you want to come to their streams and... Well, I'm not gonna assume why you're here. Right. Dick of coffee. This time I'm going to take a few breaks. First of all, I have food on my stove. And second, I kind of got dehydrated last time. I'm gonna try to avoid this. Okay, so let's begin. let's begin. We went through this on the last stream, but I need a refresher because I wasn't doing so well at the end of the last stream. So let's begin from here. Other logical notions. In addition to deductive validity, we will be interested in some other logical concepts. I did not come here to make fun of you. I will be nice, I promise. Well, I hope so. I hope so. I will give you benefit of a doubt. I am a nice person. Whatever concepts, CDA, you're throwing in, we haven't gotten there yet. So, spoiler alert. We are going through the motions. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Right? Right. In addition to deductively valid, we will need more concepts. Okay, truth values. The true or false is said to be the truth value of a sentence. We define sentences as things that could be true or false. We could have said instead that sentences are things that can have truth values. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna rearrange it so that you see some stuff. There you go. I just remembered that I like this space to write things in. So let's do that because I never got the argument from last time, and we're going to try it again. Hold on. So premise, however premises you want. And then the conclusion is going to be, what was it? Kerry, can you remind me, what was it? You will bow to my power? What was it? I'm sorry, I'm a little scattered. But this is the person. This is what we're doing. Kerry, do you remember? Respect my authority. Right. That's what it was. You will not respect my authority. This is the conclusion. Sorry. This is the conclusion. And I hope some of you can give arguments to not respecting my authority. Okay. So logical truth. Wait, true value sentence. We define sentences as things that could be true or false. We could have said instead that sentences are things that have truth values. Logical truth. In considering arguments formally, we care about what could be true if the premises were true. Generally, we are not concerned with the actual truth value of any particular sentences, whether they are actually true or false. Yet there are some sentences that must be true, just as a matter of logic. Consider these sentences. It is raining. Either it is raining or it is not. It's both raining and both not raining. It's both raining and not raining. In order to know if sentence one is true, you would need to look outside and check the weather channel. Logically speaking, it might be either true or false. Sentences like this are called contingent sentences. Interesting. Is there a beef between Yumeko and Kerry? What's going on? What's going on? Be nice, please. Be nice to each other. Yes, Yumeko is a carnist, but maybe we can get him, I'm sorry, I have no idea who you are. Maybe we can get them to not be carnist anymore. So, Kerry, play nice. Let's be nice. Yeah, Yumeko they're trolling vegan gays pretty hard. They're also unwilling to conduct a conversation with vegan gays. That's where I know them from. But listen, We are not going to ban Yumeko right now, unless they're going to start acting in a way that isn't concordant with proper conduct. How about that? But until then, let's let them be. Let's let them learn some logic with us. How about that? Yeah, I understand, Carrie. I understand. I totally understand. But Bianca is watching Yumeko with hawk eyes, and Bianca is not tolerant of trolls either. So we expect to have firm blocking in case Yumeko doesn't behave. Is that fair to everybody? I keep kicking my camera. Is that fair, Yumeko? Is that fair, Carrie? Come on. Don't shush. Just be nicer to each other. Keep talking, that's fine. Yeah, sounds fair, Bianca. Bianca has her fingers on the pulse. Okay, guys, while you're here, please like, please subscribe, please share this stream somewhere. I don't know, we want some more friends to come and learn some logic with us. I have BD eyes on the situation. Excellent, very good. Thank you, Cry of Fear. I really appreciate it. Apparently, it's really important to have a few likes on your live, and that means that YouTube pushes it out a little bit stronger than when it doesn't have any likes, you know. Corned. Okay, let's continue. So, logically speaking, it might be either true or false. Sentences like this are called contingent sentences, right? So, it is raining could be true or false. It's either raining or it's not. So, that's called contingent sentence. Sentence 2 is different because it's like well, let's continue reading. Why am I guessing? You do not need to look outside to know that it is true. Yeah? Okay. So you don't have to prove the sentence number 2. It's either raining or it's not. There is no middle ground. Okay. Regardless of what the weather is like, it is either raining or not. Oh, I feel so validated when they say the exact same thing that I just said. This sentence is logically true. It is true merely as a matter of logic, regardless of what the world is actually like. A logically true sentence is called a tautology. Okay, that's interesting. If you do not need to check the weather to know about sentence number 3 either. Sentence number 3 was, it is both raining and not raining. It must be false simply as a matter of logic. It might be raining here and not raining across town. It might be raining now but stop raining even as you read this. But it is impossible for it to be both raining and not raining here at the moment. It's very good. We were talking about that last time with Olowali, I think. Guys, hit like, hit subscribe, share it somewhere. Thank you. I'm sorry. It's an asshole thing to do, but we have to. Okay. Right. Here at this moment, the third sentence is logically false. It is false regardless of what the world is like. A logically false sentence is called a contradiction. Interesting. I just now got the notification for the stream. Yeah. Listen, one of the reasons that my intro is so long is because it takes at least 3 or 4 minutes for YouTube to send the notifications out. So you can't trust them. You can't trust the fucking notifications. So, yeah. Good on you that you were waiting anyways. Contradiction is how it is spelled right. Contradiction, and you wrote contradiction. Yes, that's how it's spelled. Yeah, that's nasty. That's nasty. But listen, in the description of this video, you have my email notification list, and it includes lives. I don't send it out right now because only one person wants live notifications. But if it's really important to you, you can go there and you'll get an email about 2 minutes before I start. I don't know if I'm connected to my email all the time. My phone bings every time I get an email. So, right. Yeah. To be precise, we can define a contingent sentence as a sentence that is neither a tautology nor a contradiction. Okay, so the contingent sentence is first. Second is a tautology, and the third is a contradiction. Interesting so far. A sentence might always be true and still be contingent. Okay. For instance, if there never were a time when a universe contained fewer than 7 things, then the sentence "at least 7 things exist" would always be true. Yet the sentence is contingent. Its truth is not a matter of logic. Okay. There is no contradiction in considering a possible world in which there are fewer than 7 things. There is no contradiction in considering a possible world in which there are fewer than 7 things. Okay. The important question is whether the sentence must be true just on account of logic. Can anybody help me out with that one? I don't think I understood that. So, at least 7 things exist would be always truth and contingent. Because contingent sentence would be, you would have to check it, right? You would have to look outside to see if it's raining. Why is learning about logic necessary? Well, we don't want to just shout things out into the ether without checking if they're true or not. Formal logic will help us with that. Basically, you should look at it like that, right? If you want to find out if your beliefs are true, and you can put it in a premise or several premises and a conclusion, and it's deductively valid, then the thing that you believe is probably true. That's why we are learning logic, because I think it could help us believe as little untrue things as possible in the end. Besides, this is only introduction to logic, so it's just like the first thing to do to actually become a logic Chad. That's what we want to be. We want to be logic Chads. Yeah, Cryofear is vegan, CDA. That's why I asked him if how his vegan life is treating him. Yeah. All right. So let's go through this again. So at least 7 things exist is always true, and it's contingent. It's so contingency and tautology could be in the same sentence. Its truth is not a matter of logic, so it's not logically impossible to have a world where at least 7 things exist. I think you also would have to define what you mean by world. Like, we could say Earth is world, or we could say our universe is world, or we can say the compilation of all universes is world. It's a bit undefined, this word. But yeah, I think I understood. I hope you did as well. Let's continue. Logical equivalence. We can also ask about logical relations between two sentences. For example, John went to the store after he washed the dishes. John washed the dishes before he went to the store. These two sentences are both contingent. I'm still confused about that a little bit. Okay, since John might not have gone to the store or washed the dishes at all. Yet they must have the same truth value. If either of the sentences is true, then they both are. If either of the sentences is false, then they both are. When two sentences necessarily have the same truth value, we say that they are logically equivalent. So why would you repeat them at all? Why would you... Well, I guess sometimes there is a matter of construction of a sentence that could be important for the conclusion, wouldn't it? So, okay. The universe contains everything, so if we say there is one universe, then less than 7 things can be true. If the universe is just one thing, then nothing else exists. Yeah, but I'd say universe is also not defined in this case, because some people use universe colloquially just to mean their surroundings, their orbit, their, So you either assume that only the non-metaphorical definition is true, or you have to ask the person, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by universe? I sounded like Peterson just then. Right. Consistency. Consider the two sentences. My only brother is taller than I am. My only brother is shorter than I am. Logic alone cannot tell us which, if either of these sentences is true. Yet we can say that if the first sentence is true, then the second sentence must be false. And if B2 is true, then B1 must be false. It cannot be the case that both of these sentences are true. If a If a set of sentences could not all be true at the same time, like B1, B2, if a set of sentences could not all be true at the same time, like B1, B2, they are said to be inconsistent. Otherwise, they are consistent. We can ask about the consistency of any number of sentences. For example, consider the following list of sentences. There are at least 4 giraffes at the Wild Animal Park. There are exactly 7 gorillas at the Wild Animal Park. Why do we animal abuse? Why do we have to go there? Why? There are not more than 2 Martians at the Wild Animal Park. Every giraffe at the Wild Animal Park is a Martian. So supposedly, premise G2 doesn't add anything to this, but you have at least 4 giraffes, and then you have there are not more than only 2 Martians, and every giraffe in a Wild Animal Park is a Martian. So that's contradictory, because we have at least 4 giraffes and we have only 2 Martians. And therefore, there is a contradiction. Yeah. All right. How are we doing so far? By the way, did you check out my little sign over there? Check it out. It's very cute. Hold on. Check it out. Look at that. My little sign. I printed it out. It's so cute. I was neither a Martian or at the wild animal park. So it's all lies, CDA. Yeah, the little yellow sign right there. It says, I don't know if you can see this. It says stupid word games. It reads backwards to you. Shit, I haven't thought about that. I did flip my camera. Fuck. Oh no, I'm gonna have to reprint it. Stop word games? No, it says stupid word games. Oh, that's terrible. Oh no. It is too small and backwards, yeah. I was so excited about it. Oh well, we're gonna fix it. That's fine. Right. Oh, what a fail. What a fail. Oh my goodness. Right. Let's continue. So G1 and G4 together imply that there are at least 4 Martian giraffes at the park. This conflicts with G3, which implies that there are no more than 2 Martian giraffes. Hold on. Oh, doesn't even happen. Eek. All right. So the set of sentences 1 to G1 to 4 is inconsistent. Notice that the inconsistency has nothing at all to do with G2. The G2 just happens to be part of an inconsistent set. That's what we said. I feel so validated reading this. Could be 0 Martians. Well, not according to this. It says there are not more than 2 Martians. Yeah, could be 0 Martians. But it's still inconsistent. There is an inconsistency between G1 and G4. I haven't even considered it because I thought maybe G3 is part of the... But it actually contradicts both of those, G1 and G4, and makes G2 useless. Yeah, the letters going through the white. That is actually on purpose. So you read U as O. Well, okay. I have to work on it. But what I did, I actually built a little shelf behind the couch. This is a couch. On top of it, it has like lights, like a string of LED lights. And behind it, I made a little shelf. It goes like this, then goes up, and then goes down again. So like 2 steps. And I can put stuff on it because it seemed a little bare, the entire thing. It has like, only the couch and the lights, and the couch is not interesting at all. So maybe I should put some stuff on the couch as well. Maybe I should put my clothes on the couch, which is what usually happens to that couch. A for effort. Well, yeah. Thank you, fool. Martian is like a sheriff, right? No, Martian is an alien from Mars. I'm not sure what you mean by sheriff. Martian sheriff. There is a city called Martian. It has a sheriff's office. I think in the US there's a city called Mars. Fernando, am I correct or am I making shit up? Oh, Marshall! Okay. Yeah. No, that's CDA meant actual alien in this thing. Meant actual aliens as well, I think. So yeah, Marshall. Yeah. Totally skipped my mind. Right. Let's continue. Just happens to be part of the inconsistent set. Sometimes people will say that an inconsistent set of sentences contains a contradiction. By this, they mean that it would be logically impossible for all the sentences to be true at once. A set might be inconsistent even if each of the sentences is in it is either consistent, contingent, or tautologous. when a single sentence is a contradiction, then that sentence alone cannot be true. So that doesn't mean that the entire set is incorrect, right? So there's, unless the conclusion is, I'm guessing, unless the conclusion makes it so that that sentence is important. But then, if it's not important, why would it be part of the argument? Hi, 40-year-old vegan, how you doing? We're learning some logic. That's what we're doing today. Thank you for coming. All right. So I'm not sure why would this be correct. Like, when a single sentence is a contradiction, then that sentence alone cannot be true. And it doesn't ruin the entire set. Like, surely if there's one sentence creates a contradiction, then the entire thing is not valid, right? I don't know. I'm already confused. Damn it. Should have known. This is too much for us, guys. It's too much for me. Hey, anybody's got first of all, anybody's got premises for my conclusion? Please. Come on, guys. Do something, please. Should probably drop it down a little bit. Also, can anybody explain this to me? Sometimes people will say that an inconsistent set of sentences contains a contradiction. By this, they mean that it could be logically impossible for all the sentences to be true at once. A set might be consistent even if each of the sentences in it is either contingent or tautologous. When a single sentence is a contradiction, then that sentence alone cannot be true. Why doesn't it discredit the entire set? I don't understand. Anybody knows what? Hey, Jordy, you might know this. Jordy, I read it twice already, so I'm not going to read it again. But can you read this and tell me why doesn't it why is a sentence that is a contradiction doesn't make the entire set of sentences untrue? If we are getting a conclusion from it as well, doesn't it mean that the conclusion it's not going to be deductively valid? I don't even know if Georgie knows any logic. I'm just dumping on you. But hello. Nice to see you. If my roommate leaves me alone, I may be able to look at the damn screen. Roommate, please. I'd appreciate if you leave Georgie alone. We need Geordie's big brain. What? Just force feed them broccoli? Who? Where did that come from? I don't know where that came from. Now, come on, real thing. Geordie is smart. We could get a true brain power here. Force feed people broccoli? Why? Why? Like, if you choose vegetable, why would you choose a vegetable that is so controversial? Like, I mean, isn't it... Don't most people don't like broccoli? For some silly reason? Yes. Kane. You might be the only. Yeah, broccoli is yum. I'm not saying broccoli is not yum. I'm just saying it's a bit controversial. Some people don't like it. I know vegans are chads who like broccoli, but some people don't like it. Right, while we're waiting for Jordi to read the sentence, let's continue. Yeah, we're here to learn. I'm not a cow-human hybrid anymore. I mean, I'm not a liar. I wasn't hiding that I'm a human. I was just presenting differently. And by the way, I was right to do so because already people attack my looks online. It became like a winning argument of, oh, you look bad, therefore all of your sentences and arguments are not valid. Which is I don't know. Which is its true value is false. Yeah, broccoli is a flower, Yumeko. It's not like a tree, it's a flower. So CDA tells us the premise where the conclusion is you will respect my authority. Where is it at? Did I miss it? Oh, are you asking CDA to give us... Yeah. Come on, guys. I don't even know why... This can't be left unfilled. We have to fill this. Otherwise, we failed as logic chads. Fallacies are more fun than logic. Well, definitely, yeah. Because then you don't have to think about it. You don't have to check if you're correct or not. Just throw insults at people, or throw fallacies, or pull something else out of your ass. And I keep telling people online, rectum is not for pulling things out of. If you pull things out of there, then something is wrong. Right? Things should be coming out of there. Oh, the camera thing is back. Oh, fuck it. Yeah, we'll get there, Bianca. We'll get there. I think. This is a pretty long course. We're just at the beginning of it. Yeah. We'll get there. As long as it takes. Plants feel pain fact. Absolutely. When you slaughter baby broccolis, you can hear them scream. You can see their agony in their 10,000 eyes that they have. You can feel them twitch. And then they start oh my god, I'm getting way too invested in this. Yeah, if not, well, not only that, Jordi. Not only if nothing comes out of your rectum, please go see a doctor. If you have to pull things out of there, that's not a correct behavior. Your rectum should be left alone to do its thing. And if it doesn't do its thing, go to a doctor. Yeah, I agree with that. I missed P1, I think. Oh, P1, if Kane is younger than Carrie, Kane will respect Carrie's authority. Well, not necessarily. Like, if you're a child, that might be true. I think there should be, like, another premise. Right? And also, we're talking about me. You will not respect my authority, is the conclusion. And that's what we have to get. You tend to throw people off topic. No. Tangents are part of this channel. They're an integral part. We cannot concentrate on one thing without going on a tangent or two. It cannot happen. So don't worry about it. This is part of the life. Oh, you will respect my authority? No way. ACAB all the way, Carrie. Okay. The young respect the elderly. Cain is younger than Carrie, therefore Cain respects Carrie. Yeah. That's logical. I don't know though if premise 1 though. I'm not sure if if its true value is true. Shall we say? The young respect the elderly. Well, some young don't respect the elderly. Maybe you should say the young should respect the elderly. And then it's going to be a tautology. No, what is it going to be? It's a contingency, I think. God, this is not going in too well into my head, I must say. It is fun, though. Logical, but it doesn't have to be true. Well, no, it needs to be internally valid, Bianca. If Cain is younger and if the younger respect the elderly. Yeah, skip the if. I think premise 1, premise 2 can be just statements. And then the conclusion. Yeah, I don't think you need to use if. It doesn't have to be true. We talked about truth last time. An argument is deductively valid if and only if it's impossible for the premises to be true and the conclusion false. What else did we talk? Yeah, I don't know. I think you're talking about where is it be? Something. Like logical truth. I think you're talking about that, right? If considering argument thoroughly, we care about what would be true if the premises were true. Generally, if we are not concerned with the actual truth value of any particular sentences, whether they are actually true or false, yet there are some sentences that must be true, just as a matter of logic. I think you're talking about that. Don't worry, Carrie. I seem to be suck as well, but we're going to push through and we're going to repeat things if needed. You don't hate logic. You hate deductions. Listen. We're trying. We are going to try to be better at this. This is what we are striving at. And if we are not successful, I might be a bit too loud. If we are not successful, then so be it. But at least we're going to try. So let's continue. Where is it? Where are we? Giraffes. We talked about giraffe. I still don't fully understand this sentence, but I hope it will become clear later. Here's a famous valid argument. Socrates is a man. All men are mortal. Socrates is mortal. This is an ironclad argument. The only way you could challenge the conclusion is by denying one of the premises. The logical form is impeccable. So logically, this is valid even if one of the sentences is untrue. And then you can argue about that. But logically, this is solid, right? You have two premises. They are both, as far as we know, the truth value is true. And the conclusion is directly from the two first sentences. B1 and B2 can be true. My brother can be shorter than I am, but taller than I if he steps on the chair. Well, then the steps on the chair must be part of the argument. But we're getting there. We're getting to that thing. Stupid word games. I'm sorry. Meh. Meh. Okay. I will need to take a break soon, but let's continue for now. This is an ironclad argument. The only way you could challenge the conclusion is by denying one of the premises. The logical form is impeccable. What about this next argument? Socrates is a man. All men are carrots. Socrates is a carrot. Well, this argument might be less interesting than the first because the second premise is obviously false. There is no clear sentence in which all men are carrots. There's no clear sense in which all men are carrots. Oh shit, my camera went completely out, didn't it? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Sorry. Oh shit. Guys, I'm going to take a break to fix my camera. Sorry. Right. It ran out of battery. Oh my god. The pause. Yeah, it's on purpose to shake things up. I want to be inappropriate if possible sometimes, because then people get to clutch the pearls. My pearls. Is something false? Is not true. Yes, that's what true and false are opposite. So if something is false, it's not true. Yeah. Oh, but it keeps going out. Well, we'll have to fix it for next time. The premise has to be true. True. So there is no clear sense in which all men are carrots, yet the argument is valid. Holy shit. To see this, notice that both arguments have this form. Oh, there we go, math. S is M, all M's are C, S is C. So if this is false, but the argument is valid. Interesting. Shit. Hold on again, sorry. The technical difficulties are abound. Well, that's what happens when you are a one-person production team. Technical difficulties will happen. Oh, shit. Oh, it's fine. You don't have to see me every second. So in both arguments, S stands for Socrates and M stands for man. In the first argument, C stands for mortal. In the second, C stands for carrot. Both arguments have this form, and every argument of this form is valid. So both arguments are valid. So, okay, I'm starting to understand, I think. So an argument, I remember hearing this from somebody, an argument can be valid, doesn't mean it's true. So it can be a valid argument, like logically follows, but one of the premises is wrong, therefore it's false. The color stripe spice up the live stream. Yeah. There is shit, it keeps appearing. YouTubers say that you have to change the I don't know, the position of your camera or the view often to keep people interested. We're not doing any of that on this channel. What we're doing is putting some colored stripes once in a while. Oh. Yeah, they're definitely spice of the I am nonetheless going to trying to fix it for the next time. I'm getting one of my, this is my new video camera. And when I see new, it's newer. I have an older camera that has like a softer, less digital look to it. So it's going to be cooler as well. And it's at my dad's right now because he's fixing he makes a way for it to be connected to a socket, so I don't have to change or charge the battery all the time. Because that's what happened just now. The camera ran out of battery. So it completely turned off. Right. So an argument can be valid, but it doesn't have to be true, right? So valid doesn't mean true. What we did here was replace words like man or carrot with symbols like M or C, so as to make the logical form explicit. This is the central idea behind formal logic. We want to remove irrelevant or distracting features of the argument to make the logical form more perspicacious. What is this word? Perspicacious. What is this word? Clearly expressed or presented. Easy to understand. Perspicacious. Expressing oneself clearly and efficiently. Discerning. Perspicacious. Let's not learn too many new words. Perspicacious means clear. Clearly expressed and or presented. Easily to understand. Yeah, I guess so. If you put it in this form, yeah, I guess it's pretty easy to make it clear. And then you can replace every word with a different component of a sentence. It's very interesting. Perspicacious. Should I pronounce the C as K in the middle? Is that what you mean?
Perspicuous.
Perspicuous. I was reading it completely wrong. Perspicuous. All right. Hello, Bruna. How are you doing? Thank you very much. We're talking about logic here, so you're welcome to stay. We're trying something new here. Opposite of conspicuous. Carrie, thank you very much. Now I'm going to remember it, actually. I wouldn't before. Perspicuous and conspicuous. That's good. It's very interesting. The word perspicuous is not perspicuous. Well, if you explain it as the opposite of conspicuous. Yes, it is. Right. Yeah, but yeah, it took me through a loop. Damn, it's really going in and out, the camera. That sucks. How about I take my little break to turn off my food, and I'm going to try to fix the camera as well. Are you okay to hang out without me for a couple of minutes, guys? What do you think? I also probably need to drink a glass of water anyways. So, inconspicuous, perspicuous. No panic. Stop. I always come back. Don't worry. Unless the camera gets completely messed up. Right. I'm gonna put you on the inappropriate TMI thingy. See you later. Yeah, I've decided not to try to fix the camera because the last time I tried to fix it, I had to close the OBS. So you're gonna continue seeing these lovely color bars. I appreciate you sticking around nonetheless. So thank you guys. Okay, did I miss anything interesting? Oh, that's BS. Are you talking to me? I ate my screen door because I was scared postmortem isn't coming back. Don't be scared. I'm gonna take a few breaks, but I'm definitely going for a long boy, at least 2 hours today. What don't you understand, Yumiko? It's it's an internal joke that started, I think, by Michael Askew on Vegan Guys' YouTube live streams. Oh shit! It's really going. Fuck. I don't know how to fix it, guys. I'm sorry. Ruined. The stream is ruined. It causes happiness and laughing. Yeah. It does. It's very cute. I really appreciate it. So it's just an internal joke, Yumeko, but now you can be part of it. It basically means that they missed me. All right? All right, let's continue. I already forgot how to say this word.
Perspicuous.
Perspicuous. All right. Perspicuous. Starting with an argument in a natural language like English, we translate the argument into formal language. Parts of the English sentences are replaced with letters and symbols. The goal is to reveal the formal structure of the argument. And we did with these two. Excellent. Carrie, but I'm already here. Stop. No more panicking. You don't mind the camera. I do. It's terrible. You know, this is this video is live, but it's gonna be on the internet forever. So for posterity's sakes, I'm really upset. You are here to learn. Me too. Isn't learning fun? It is fun so far. I think I'm actually no longer scared of the English, of the math looking part, because we need this. This is part of a way to structure this, to know if your argument has a truth, what's the argument's truth value. So it's incredibly interesting so far. And I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Hey Mike, how you doing? Welcome. So, right. Part of the English sentence are replaced with letters and symbols. The goal is to reveal the formal structure of the argument, as we did with these two. So I have actually like an interesting anecdote about it. I went to too many art schools. I went to 2 art schools. And in one of them, our teacher was trying to teach us how to draw from a photo. It was in a photography school. And she said that it's incredibly valuable to take the photo. I mean, what we do is take a photo and then draw like a grid on it. And then you replicate the grid, but on a bigger canvas or a bigger piece of paper. And then you just start taking the individual squares that you've created on your photo and replicating them on a piece of paper, but bigger. And that's how you make a photographically realistic picture. And she said that sometimes we get into our heads, we imagine things, how they're supposed to be, and not how they actually are. So she told us to take the entire thing and turn it around and try to draw the squares upside down, because then we mess with our perception of a thing and how it's supposed to look, and we actually get more realistic results. So I think this works the same way. We reveal the format structure of an argument without the necessary, without feelings, without adding feelings to it, because we have feelings about sentence, about how we speak, about the sentences, and about the words that we use in them. So it's actually very clever, interesting. You drew a chair like that, yeah. I drew something incredibly complex. It was holy shit why I did that, but it came out incredibly realistic. It was actually quite amazing. I think I want to do it again at some point. I haven't done art in a very long time. Right. Speaking of feelings, planet feelings, we already did that. The 40-year-old vegan already tried to convince us with no conclusion, just one premise. Plants have feelings. That's it. Just a conclusion. Get wrecked, vegans. Oh. Excellent. I'm really annoyed by the bars, but we're gonna persevere. Right. These are formal languages that work like the symbolization we gave for these 2 arguments. A logic like this was developed by Aristotle, the philosopher who lived in Greece during the 4th century. Greece! Cry of fear. It's your neck of the woods. during the 4th century BC. BC is before 0, right? It's before count. Or if, what's their name? If Bruna is still here, it's before Christ, isn't it? It could be both. We reduced it to letters, so you could substitute them. So it could be before Christ or before count. Both are valid. Aristotle was a student of Plato and a tutor of Alexander the Great. Aristotle's logic, with some revisions, was the dominant logic in the Western world for more than 2 millennia. In Aristotelian logic, categories are replaced with capital letters. Every sentence of an argument is then represented as having one of 4 forms. Sorry. I saved you from that lovely sound. You're welcome. Christ, you forgot the word Christ. No, I just think when I talk before I talk. It works out better this way. Sometimes I don't think, and then people get insulted. So it's better to stop and think. I guess. I didn't stop and think today and insulted my friend, so I'm still fresh on that. But okay, let's continue. In Aristotelian logic, categories are replaced with capital letters. Every sentence of an argument is then represented as having one of 4 forms, which medieval logical labeled in this way. A, all A's are A's, all A's are B's. E, no A's are B's. I, some A is B. Or O, some A is not B. So this sounds hard, but I think I understood it. So A stands for the 2 sentences are structured. There is a validity there. It's valid. Well, both can be valid. I mean, there could be like a deliberate contradiction between 2 premises, right? To create a conclusion that something is wrong, couldn't it? Okay, so forget what I said. It doesn't have to do anything with validity. It just talks about every sentence of an argument is then represented as having one of 4 forms. So every sentence can be either all A's are B's, or no A's are B's, or some A's are B's, or some A is not B. I get it. I think it is then possible to describe valid syllogisms, 3-line arguments like the 2 we considered above. Medieval logicians gave mnemonic names to all of the valid argument forms. The form of our 2 arguments, for instance, was called Barbara. Barbara? Is that a Greek name, Barbara? I am getting dehydrated. Right. The vowels in the name all A's represent the fact that the 2 premises and the conclusion are all A-form sentences. Interesting. Is a Greek name. Awesome. Barbara. Didn't know. There are many limitations to Aristotelian logic. One is that it makes no distinction between kinds and individuals. So the first premise might just as well be written all S's are M's. All Socrateses are men. Interesting. Despite its historical importance, Aristotelian logic has been superseded. The remainder of this book will develop 2 formal languages. That's good. That's good. Is that understood so far, guys? Okay. So the first is SL, which stands for sentential logic. In sentential logic, SL, the smallest units are sentences themselves. Simple sentences are represented as letters and connected with logical connectives like and not to make more complex sentences. Now we no longer use syllogisms, which challenge people to a cage match. Yeah, this is my new conclusion. This is very funny. Thank you, Jordi. So we need two premises. Hold on. We need two premises. Just grab my keyboard. To reach a new conclusion. Therefore, cage match. Like that. Cage match. It's not even a valid sentence, isn't it? It's not even a logical sentence. Because it's just an exclamation. So we have to change that. Despite me not wanting it. We should participate in a cage match opposite each other or something like that. Oh, help me out. How do I make this slick, this sentence? Cage match is not a preposition. No, it's a conclusion, mate. It's a conclusion. We should participate in a cage match. Right. Sounds valid to me. Well, but first we need to have the premises. Come on, guys! Give me premises for this. It could be anything. Yeah, I know. I fixed it. Name the trait lacking in peanut jelly sandwiches that, if also lacking in peanut butter banana sandwiches, would justify the usage or removal of the non-peanut butter ingredient. Oh, that's funny. That's very good. Oh, that's funny. Right, let's continue until you find the two premises for we should participate in a cage match. Damn it, I am getting tired. Okay. So the first CL stands for sentential logic. Smallest units are sentences themselves. Simple sentences are represented as letters and connected with logical connectives and not to make more complex sentences. The second is QL, which stands for quantified logic. Quantified logic. If Garut, no. Let's not be mean, CDA. Let's not call people names. I think it stops us from a discourse. Can a premise not have a conclusion? Well, no, then it's not an argument. I mean, the premise itself doesn't have a conclusion. A premise is a sentence in an argument. But an argument should have a conclusion, otherwise it's not an argument. There could be one premise, there could be two premises, there could be 20. Well, it doesn't matter if Garuda is here. He could watch this back and it would be not nice. Come on, guys. Let's not call him names. He was nice enough to come to my channel twice and talk to me. And now we can say that his arguments were terrible. He prefers to play stupid word games over actually talking about things the way they are. But he himself is very nice, it seems. I do like him. As a character, I guess. I can't like him as a person because he's deliberately hurting animals while knowing. He knows. He's been around long enough. He knows about what happens to them. Who is Garuda? Well, he haven't been around. I haven't seen him in a while, right? Garuda is a carnist who likes to argue with vegans. And I do think it's important to have Garudas in our lives because he's trying to be logical. He just plays stupid word games. And he, I don't think he's correct on his moralistic judgment being morality premise. But other than that, I think it's important for us to, sharpen our skills with someone like Garuda, who knows all the arguments that we have, You had the ChatGPT help. Help with what? Pigstream. Oh, there we go. P1. Participation in a cage match allows individuals to test and enhance their physical fitness and mental toughness, fostering personal growth and resilience. I'm sorry, I'm going to enlarge that. Oh, I can't. Engaging in a cage match provides a regulated platform for individuals to showcase skills, determination, and sportsmanship. Well, Pigstream, I have a problem with this. It makes too much sense. That's not what I'm looking for. Hey, nerds, guys, how are you doing? I was expecting, I'm sorry, I wasn't clear. I was expecting to have two premises that have nothing to do with the conclusion, because that's how usually it works, right? People argue about shit and then cage match comes up out of fucking nowhere. So the conclusion has to have absolutely nothing to do with the premises, I think. No, you haven't failed. You were very logical. Right. Whom are you talking to, Carrie? Oh, Yumeko and Carrie are fighting again. Why? Why are you fighting? Why do vegan hate so much? Be nice, please. Well, when we don't hate, that's Yumeko. That's the issue that you don't understand. We don't hate. This is us on a vegan live stream, right? Having a bit of fun. And I actually stopped when the fun crossed my personal barriers, which is I don't like name calling. That's the issue, right? But who's more evil, Yumeko? Who's more not nice? Vegans who occasionally call other people names? Or is it people who systematically pay for animals to be bred, tortured, and killed? Who's less nice? I'm not going to challenge to a cage match. I'm also not going to invite you to talk to me because I think vegan gaze is better at this. But if you're gonna continue to haunt vegan streams, I think you have almost the integrity problem if you don't then come up and talk to vegan gays next time, right? Because, you know, your perspective is valid, and unfortunately, it's false. We all been there. We all been where you are, and we all changed. Well, I don't know. I missed. I've been telling Carrie to be nice to you, but listen. Sometimes things happen, right? You just asked the question, so I answered it. Well, no, but I'm asking you, what is worse? Calling somebody a name or paying somebody to systematically breed, torture, and kill sentient animals for you? Which is less nice? And I do expect an answer. So please. I'm usually very nice, but sometimes I do expect an answer, and this is one of those times. Yeah, nerds like us, they'll get there. Maybe. We all have to at some point. Right? That's not a yes or a no. That's not an answer. I didn't ask any yes or no question. I'm sorry. I'm still a bit rattled. But I did ask you a question. Can you please answer? Come on. Say it. Come on, say it. Say it. I can't wait to hear this. Come on. We're stopping a lesson for this. So, am I happy? No, I'm not happy. But I appreciate your introspection, right? Do I want a cookie? Maybe a vegan one. But this is not about me, Yumeko, right? You said that vegans are not nice. But actually, I think non-vegans are less nice, and it seems to be that you agree. So, be nicer. Not to us. Veganism is not about people. It's about sentient animals that don't deserve this shit, right? Doesn't matter how lovely and tasty their bodies are. They don't deserve this terrible treatment, this terrible fate that we're putting on them. This is what it's all about. It's not about us. We can be as I don't know, as assholeish as we want, right? But what you are doing is worse. And it's not about pleasing me or giving me a cookie. Well, I gotta tell you, Yumeko, Cry of Fear used to be not vegan not that long ago. But he had dog shit arguments for not being vegan. And when he was proven that he has dog shit arguments, he went vegan. That's what logical people do. That's what people with integrity do. They go vegan if their arguments are proven dog shit. So I'm hoping for you that you interact with the arguments that you have and present them, to vegan gays the next time she's streaming. And I'm hoping when she tears them down one by one, that you go vegan, that you have some integrity to do that. Okay, guys, let's round it up. Let's continue with the lesson. How about that? Watch the sky. Right. The second is QL, which stands for quantified logic. In QL, the basis units are objects, properties of objects, and relations between objects. So the basic units are objects, properties of objects, and relations between objects. That's interesting. So each of them gets a letter. Each of the components in a sentence gets a letter. Do you think that makes it better, Yumeko? Do you think it's better to kill adults than children? Or do you think it's in any way justified? Of course it's better. Well, we presume that it's better for some reason, that it's worse to kill children. Oluwali, hello! How are you doing? Thank you for coming. We have been not having as much fun for the past 7 or 10 minutes. But let's go back to it. Well, do you think that logic follows when it comes to you? Is it okay to murder you now, Yumeko? I will assume that you are at least somewhat of an adult and not a complete child. Do you think? Would you like that? Would you appreciate it if someone was to murder you as an adult? Somewhat of an adult. Shit, are you a child? Are you under 16, Yumeko? Don't tell me your age. Just tell me if you under or over 16. Carrie, let's come down. Around 17. Carrie, let's come down. This is a child. Yeah, Yumeko, this is not an adult age by any means. Yeah, CDA, I know. But if they were under 16, I would block them. We're talking about all kinds of controversial shit on this channel. We have a TMIP break, so I don't want children here. Well, I think it's a hateful act if you kill somebody, Yumeko. That's why Carrie thinks that you hate animals, because why would you do that to somebody that you don't hate, right? Why would you just pay for somebody to die if they don't, if you don't hate them? Yes, I would, CDA. Because that's not an adult in any case. Over 16 is a bit of an adult. It's a bit older and I don't know, it's arbitrary, okay? But under 16, I don't like people to be under 16 on my channel. I sometimes talk about adult shit, right? I don't want to be accused of anything, of being inappropriate when there are under 16 people here. And I know it. That would be fucked up. Yes, well, that's not a great excuse, is it? Like, if you were in a society where people were killing each other, and that was you were a product of a society, would then murder be okay? Sometimes it happens, CDA. Never mind that. Never mind that. Excellent. Murder is not okay. That means you should go vegan. Yeah. Unless now you have a problem with the premise of me calling the systematic killing of animals murder. You can argue that, but you'd lose. Yeah, CDH probably did. It doesn't matter though. This is my personal decision. I don't want people under 16 if it's possible, if it's at all possible. Because it does happen, we talk about inappropriate shit sometimes. I'm just too old for this shit, okay? Yeah. Yumeko, you should go vegan. Do you have any questions on how to do that? Well, first, probably the question is, are you going to then? If you recognize that you should go vegan, are you going to? Yeah, I understand. But CDA keeps asking me why I'm so intolerable of 16 and under people. That's why I'm talking about it, Yumeko. Not because of you. I understood. You are 17. That's fine. So the question is now, are you going to? Therefore, you recognize that you should. Well, why not? What's going on here? You recognize that you should be vegan. What's the barrier there? Carrie, let's not assume that they're selfish. I mean, we know it's true, but let's let them, put it in their own words, right? Yumeko. You recognize that you should go vegan. What's the problem? What's stopping you there? You're almost an adult. In 6 months, you're going to be a full adult. What's stopping you? Thank you, Kerry. I appreciate it. I know I'm very harsh with people on my channel. I don't let them call people names or assume about people's motivations. I appreciate that you are respecting my authority. Well, Yumeko, then if you have no arguments, then you have to go vegan. Can you recognize that? If you have no counter arguments, you recognize that you should go vegan, then you have to, right? It's like realizing that rape is wrong and then going and raping people. It's terrible. Thank you, Carrie. No, Oluwale Blue, I don't like it. I don't think it's... I mean, on Twitter is a different thing. But on my channel, we're trying to be soft and cuddly and use both feelings and logic to create, I don't know, conversational thing. Hello, Born Again Vegan. Oluwale, are you thinking about it? Are you thinking about how you're gonna go vegan? Or are you thinking about my question? Let me know. I don't know if you've noticed, but we are all together. Sometimes we call people names here, but all together we're a pretty sweet bunch. We are the defenders of animals from people who don't have arguments against being how they are. And yet they don't go to the conclusion, which is, I should be vegan. I should go vegan. Therefore, I'm going vegan, right? No, lowering your consumption it would be a first step, but it can't be the conclusion of this, right? Because now you know that you are doing something wrong. Now you know that you are complicit in murder. So less murder is better, but it's still bloody murder, right? You recognize that you should go vegan. You have no arguments against veganism. Therefore, what's the problem? Why are we stopping before the conclusion? Why is the conclusion then, I'm going to do less of a murder? There must be something that's stopping you. That's what I'm saying. Let's talk it out. There are very nice people here the Bianca gave you a link to go vegan. There must be a problem that stops you from going vegan if you logically recognize that that's the thing that you should do, that you should not be complicit in murder, right? Yeah, veganuary.com, vegansociety.com, yeah. So Yumeko, you must come forward and tell me, what stops you? What are the specific practical things? I'm guessing it's practical, right? Because logically you are there. Logically you understand that murder is wrong, that not being vegan is being complicit in murder, right? So what's stopping you? Who's mean, Jody? Who's mean? Oh no, cry of fear. We don't do that. We don't. You can't force somebody to be a vegan. Despite that's what meat eaters tell us usually. You can't force them, right? No, he won't. He's a nice guy. Listen, this is all colloquial bullshit, right? And it doesn't even matter. Cry of fear could be an absolute asshole. That's not a reason to not go vegan, to stop paying for animal murder, right? So please tell me, what are the barriers for you to not go vegan? What are the barriers for that? For you to go vegan? Come on, think about it. Think about it. You no longer want to be complicit in murder, right? You recognize that when you said that you should be vegan. You recognize that. So what's the problem? There must be a problem. I had problems going vegan, right? First of all, I lacked education. And second, I seriously thought I was going to be harming my health and harming my day-to-day life by going vegan, right? I had all these misconceptions. And I assure you there are misconceptions if you treat your actual vegan diet right. Eat enough calories, get a multivitamin and all that shit. So what is the problem? But I'm like putting my own thing into it. But you must have your own problems, right? Because you're young, you now know that all of that shit is bullshit. Because young people are turned on, they know better than us. Yeah, harming animals is bad. Why wouldn't you stop? Oh, we don't care about health here, Carrie. It doesn't matter. What do you mean, maybe? I will maybe stop being complicit in murder. Do you think that's a good stance to be in? But you aren't answering my question. What's stopping you? He's not gonna kill you. He's a nice guy. Don't worry. He said he's sorry. Stop, stop using that. Just tell me what the problem is, please. I'm begging you now. Please tell me what the problem is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jordi. Actually, I'm saying that adults are more stupid because we had longer time to be indoctrinated into this shit. I actually thought I couldn't live without meat. That I would be weak and malnourished. The kids know that it's not an issue. They are more turned on than us. They don't have as many years of indoctrination, self-indoctrination at the end of it, right? First, our parents are teaching us all this shit, right? Or people around us, blah, 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 keep telling us all the shit, usually coming from commercials, the industry, all of that. So after a while, we are self-indoctrinate. We keep telling it like a fucking mantra. So, Yumeko, yes, there must be a problem if you are acting against your morals. You can do it, absolutely. Next month, that's fine. Take your time. I actually advise you to first ditch dairy and then eggs and then meat. Do it gradually throughout the month, right? Don't set a date on which you're gonna stop all of them, right? If you're taking a month, then first stop drinking dairy and replace it with all the vegan stuff, the soy milk, the almond milk. Don't do almond milk, but either soy or oat. Take one of those two, right? So choose your dairy replacements and then just stop eating eggs. Put tofu instead. And then stop eating meat and put seitan and more tofu instead. How about that? You don't consume dairy. That's a good start. Then start somewhere else. Stop with chicken. All right? But be active. Don't just say, well, at the end of the month, I'm going to stop doing everything. No, start now. But don't stop everything together until the next month. How about that? Next month, another. You think that's a good position to have. You recognize that you are complicit in murder. But if you don't do it next month, you're never going to do it. You're never going to stop being complicit in murder. Do you think that's logical? Yeah, there's a bunch of replacements. Oluvali knows. Just stop replacing them slowly. Because it's a habit, right? You are used to eating those foods. If you start replacing them one by one and not all together next month, it would be better for you. I'm seriously, I'm not talking bullshit. I'm talking from experience and from what works best. That's what I'm saying. Don't do it overnight. That's what I'm saying. Just start gradually. Remove something tomorrow. Like start removing chicken this week. Next week, remove eggs. And next week, remove beef. And then go vegan. It is the easiest way to do. You're right. It's hard to go vegan overnight, right? Not because it's not the right thing to do. It absolutely is the right thing to do. But because it's harder. So we're worried about you. Yeah, CDA, stop. They already said they're going vegan next month. Let's stop bashing them, okay? They're going vegan next month. Now it's a matter of how, right? I agree with you, Yumeko. It's hard to go overnight. It's easier to phase this shit out. CDA, stop. They understand now. They understand now. It's now a matter of creating new habits. Yeah, he's not wrong, Geordie. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we already got to our conclusion. Okay. Yeah, be supportive. So, Yumeko, this is what we're going to do. I'm going live every week, right? We're doing this every week. You're welcome to come. And I'm going to try to rein in my chat to be a bit nicer, if it's at all possible, right? Not that it matters, right? All vegans, 100% could be assholes, and it still would be the right thing to do, to stop being complicit in the murder of animals. So not that it matters, but it's one more excuse I'm going to remove for you, right? So that you don't use it to continue being complicit in murdering animals. Is that okay? They're not bullies. Those are just words. And they're not even specific words, right? They're words that are describing what actually is happening, but in words that you are not used to hearing. So it sounds like bullying to you, but it's actually not. It's just saying how things are, right? That's what it is. It sounds bullying because you're not used to people talking to you like that about the things that you do. Yes, it is. Rein it in. They understand now. Just let them digest the thing. Yeah. CDA. CDA, please stop. Are you listening to me? Bianca, or The Real Thing, can you please time CDA out? I don't like being ignored on my own channel. In fact, I don't like being ignored at all. Do you understand, CDA? Are you even listening? Thank you. Right. Yumeko is going vegan next month. They're also going to come to our next logic lesson. And we're going to be nicer to them because they're going to become vegan next month. So there we go. Right. Okay. For the third time, goddammit, the second is QL, which stands for quantified logic. In QL, the basic units are objects, properties, and objects of objects and relations between objects. When we translate an argument into a formal language, we hope to make its logical structure clearer. We want to include enough of the structure of the English language argument so that we can judge whether the argument is valid or invalid. If we included every feature of the English language, all the subtlety and nuance, then there would be no advantage in translating to a formal language. We might as well think about the argument in English. I understand. Yes, I don't like being ignored. I don't like being ignored on my channel. When I ask for something, especially with my serious face, I expect it to happen. So, CDA is definitely in the naughty corner. Time out for 5 minutes, yeah. Thank you, Bianca. I appreciate it. I know it probably hurt. Yeah. So this is an interesting point, right? This basically says what I've been saying for a long time. Let's avoid playing stupid word games. And therefore, putting things into formal logic form is actually helps us to avoid doing it, because you remove the, oh God, I was going to say something not vegan. I was going to say we remove the fat. Shit. Oh, I'm so sorry. We remove the embellishments to make it clearer, to make it concise. Is the test stripes your serious face now? Well, no. Could be vegan fat, yeah. Avocado fat, yeah. But then you have to put it in instead of taking it out. Well, no, CJ is not gonna be a mod on this channel. He knows it. That's all right. Guys, I'm coming to my end. I actually absorbed very little out of this. And we had a very important talk about a very important thing. And we used logic, I think. So this is already working. Last week, Cry of Fear couldn't stand our logic chaddom and went vegan. And this week, Yumeko promised to go vegan next month. So I think this is 2 for 2. Every part of the series makes somebody go vegan. So this is amazing. How amazing is that? So I think it's actually a good time to stop and continue next week. I'm really not, because Cry of Fear went vegan because of vegan gays. Because vegan gays destroyed them. I just got them there, the last few steps, like the last fetus step to become vegan. And Yumeko is kind of the same. They've been in Vegan Gays' chat. I'm just picking up the slim pickings. I'm just picking up the guys who need to take a few more fetus steps toward veganism. Right. Guys, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate you being here. And I see you next week.